Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to my lecturers and my friends. In today's video, we'll be uncovering the unfortunate event that happened at Putra Height, that is also known as the Putra Height Inferno incident. This is a comprehensive report made by the Group 10 of the OSHA class 2025 to 2026 for the semester class project. For a brief introduction of this case, on April 1st, 2025 this year, a natural pipeline gas exploded, causing a flame with fire reaching upwards to 30 meters high. The pipeline that exploded was part of Petronas Peninsula Gas Utilization Network, also known as PGU for short. The explosion was seen from miles away and felt from 1.5 kilometers from the epicenter. The immediate effect of this explosion was more than 150 people were injured, suffering from minor injuries upwards to 30-degree burns. More than 200 property and 400 vehicles were damaged and lost, causing a total loss of more than 65 million ringgits. More than 500 people were also placed in temporary housing because of their property was lost. In today's video, we'll be uncovering the chronology event and also investigating using the root 3 analysis diagram on how this happened, and also we'll be looking at the hierarchy on risk assessment and how can we prevent from this incident happening in the near future.
So next, I'm gonna explain about the chronology event. So, at 8:08 a.m., the explosion occurs, shaking the ground and producing a roaring sound that can be heard from miles away. So next, at 8:46 a.m. until 8:51 a.m., Petronas remotely closes the gate valve to isolate the affected pipeline segment, making sure it doesn't occur to other area. 3:45 p.m., the fire, which burned for almost 7 hours, is fully extinguished by the combined power of firefighters and people that is living around that area. And the last part of chronology event is aftermath. A 9.8 meter crater is left at the blast site, and then emergency services evacuate residents and establish a temporary shelters. To conclude the investigation and root cause analysis using fault tree analysis, the investigation said that the incident was caused by unstable and weak soil, but experts and residents believe poor soil replacement also played a role. It means that human actions also contributed in this case.
Today, I will briefly present our high-risk risk assessment for gas transmission pipeliners. The first hazard we identify is gas leaks in residential area. This carries a very high risk with the potential for fire and explosions. Existing control include pipelines built to standards and remote shut-off valve. However, we recommend additional sensor to detect soil movement and installing more shut-off valve for quicker installation. Monitoring will be handled by PGB and regulatory authorities. The second hazard is third-party excavation near the pipeline. This can damage the pipes and cause leaks. The risk level here is also high. Current control include buffer zone and investigation by authorities. To strengthen this stricter on-site supervision of third-party works and proper soil management SOP should be enforced. Local authorities and contractors will be responsible for this. The third hazard is emergency response after an incident. Without proper action, this could escalate into fires, explosions, and civilians' injuries. The risk rating is high as well. emergency service are already in place, but we recommend stronger measures such as clear evacuation routes and regular emergency drills with both authorities and the public. Responsibility lies with all stakeholders including PGB, fire and rescue and local authorities. In conclusion, while the risks are high with the right controls, technical standards, strict supervision and strong community preparedness, we can significantly reduce this hazard and ensure public safety. That's all.
Okay, so now let's move on to the consequences and impact. First, the financial and economic impact was devastating. Property values dropped by up to 20% and 200 factories saw a major disruption, leading to a serious economic losses that can't easily be recovered. Second, there were legal and insurance gaps. Many residents didn't have coverage, and the pipeline owner's responsibility wasn't clear until the investigation concluded that left many victims in limbo. Third, the social and psychological impact. Many people suffered from trauma, anxiety, and loss of trust in authorities and corporations. This is something that money can't repair. And lastly, the environment impacts. While air quality does seem normal at first, the intense fire likely release a long-term pollutants like dioxins, which can affect our health and environment. This impact show us how serious this disaster was. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the conclusion. In conclusion, the Putra Inferno was just not a normal accident. It was a complex disaster. While official pointing to the soil, while official pointed to soil subsidies, the evidence suggested that human activity may have played a role. This incident is a wake-up call. We must enforce stricter safety regulation, authorities accountability, and prioritize community safety, because the real loss isn't just money and properties. It's trust, security, and the well-being of people. May this tragedy remind us all that safety should never be taken for granted. That's all for me. Thank you.